Ladies and gentlemen, honored faculty, staff, families, and friends, welcome to the John Jay 2016 Commencement Ceremony. Please welcome the John Jay College of Criminal Justice Class of 2016. Congratulating them as they walk across the stage are President Jeremy Travis and Provost Jane Bowers.
Sofia Valdovinos. Vasilis Huang.
Thank you.
Quintara Maxwell.
Layla Garcia.
Margaret Walsh.
Diamond Johnson.
Crystal Angerville.
Robert Ryan.
Stephanie Della Roca.
Jessica Lizette Perdomo.
Jonathan Muhammad.
Ariel Semper.
June Won Yoon.
Kelly Norcross.
Gueri Cruz.
Laura Salonen.
Jong Seong Park.
Nicole Gazda.
Sungil Bang.
Nicole Poveda.
Veronica Rosa.
Danielle Tumulty.
Michael Dorn.
Christopher Ning.
Samantha Heldren.
Candace Foster.
Stephanie Freitas.
Amalia Quintanilla.
Michelle Cardone.
James Hall.
Elena Wu.
Michael Miller.
Brittany Juncosa.
Aurelie Fievra.
Jessica Iancona.
Crystal Ramirez.
Kerry Kane.
Yasmin Ali.
Armine Kyrgyzstan.
Kelly Caudre.
Lindsay Cobb.
Amber Ann Heaven.
Marjorie Daimicki.
Quinn Rapp Ellis.
Victoria Seppi.
Susan Chaikeli.
Nishma Ramos Gonzalez.
Timothy Chrysostomo.
Rachel Turner.
Catherine McCool.
Tanvir Ahmed.
Julian Rappaport.
Alicia Soberaj.
Sloan Matsky.
Danielle Dieg.
Janet Idrogo.
Angela Lasorsa.
Imaris Medina.
Laura Nevar.
Vera Sopel Vera Sopel Siva.
Brittany Parbas.
Heather Jones.
Siwook Seo.
Allison Ortner.
Kiana Johnson.
Christopher Hu Hing.
Clayton Nyonyo.
Shannon Hernandez.
Candy Kwan.
Michael Kilmartin.
Nicole Cerna.
Oanis Lagimis.
Komal Sadiq.
Jonathan Rivera.
Jeanette Grujon.
Blanca Valdivia.
Albin Lepis.
Sheena Blase.
Pretty Misra.
Kendra Lawson.
Ariel Miles.
Christina Perez.
Mian Dingman.
Catherine Trunful Rodriguez.
Tara Goldfrank.
Taniqua Young.
Christy Tammy.
Amanda Totti.
Richard Passanisi.
Christina Huerta.
Elliot Quinteros.
Lauren Moriarty.
Ann Magic.
Aisha Murray.
Brian Copel,
Desiree Rodriguez.
Luis Santiago Carrillo,
Samantha Cataldo.
Olivia Hunter,
Melissa Mejia.
Lauren Berry,
Rosaha Dosi.
Brittany Martinez,
Gloria Rodriguez.
Hala Buafa,
Nadine Bennett.
Caitlin Saxer,
Andrew Ramsaran.
Anne-Marie Delory,
Ramel Lee.
Sarah Fox,
Gregory Coppola.
Catherine Gentile,
Tatiana Oyos.
Delby Giti,
Stephanie Colon.
Jana Haltafordurheid,
Cara Camacho.
Johanna Helgren,
Alyssa Carbone.
Sean McKinley,
Christy Lorelli.
Andrea Patrick,
Nicole Raimondi.
Rima Malkan,
Sinead Dignan.
Betsy Galicia,
Darcia Davis.
Rita Mehta,
Gladian Rivera.
Shannon Tomascott,
Simone McLaughlin.
Megan Banford,
Clara Ellison.
Kristen Margortes,
Araif Yusuf.
Catherine Zises,
Jimmy Thomas Jr.
Erica Ellis,
Asia Williams.
Kindra Deutschak,
Rima Jukida.
Andy Rodriguez,
Nana Kwame Osu Nti.
Justin Balaguer,
Tori Watson.
Dayang Lee,
Miguel Chamorro.
Yelena Popinko,
Rukia King.
Sepoyan Sen,
Alexis Rodriguez.
Angie Rivera,
Takeshi Hashimoto.
Yunmen Wan,
Aleka Davis.
Nathaniel Araba,
Robert McLean.
Madia Ahmed,
Erica Claffin.
Veronica Basek,
Kaylee Fry.
Arabelle Serena,
Melissa Gayo.
Tarisha Augustine,
Kayla Rooney.
Sophia Brinios,
Mitu Dastidar.
Stephanie Louise,
Chuk Him Ma.
Anna Yankson,
Anthony Okonta.
Stacy Morales, Ashley Mullins,
Yegevni Salaniko.
Jasmine Smith,
Alyssa Borgia.
Stephanie Venn,
Alan Lee.
Amanda Marino,
Betty Pang.
Jennifer Fernandez,
Tiffany Wong.
Manuela Vasquez,
Fidelis Tan.
Valentina Reyes,
Hua Yi.
Maureen Vedillo,
Aneska Tejada.
Sophia Baptiste,
Johnny Callisto.
Miriam Abdelrahim,
Sabrina De Los Santos.
Marco Guzman,
Selena Turcios.
Danielle Stephanie Sadillo,
Kathleen Lopez.
Nicole Santiago,
Samantha Busutil.
Pamela Riera,
Jessica Leong.
Jadalyn Lee, Andrew Dacus,
Jeanette Valier,
Lenise Hinson,
Andy Yu,
Nicholas Hoyt,
Natalia Fernandez,
Nicole Payton,
Alexandra Aliaga,
Anissa Kandik,
Vladimir Chacon,
Jordan Kruger,
Tatiana Lenkova,
Lucely Martinez.
Nicole Reynoso,
Julian Vincent.
Crystal Malcolm,
Catherine Del Mar.
Amanda Boating,
Julia Wagner.
Ludovica Cicerelli,
Jessica Rivera.
Crystal Kennedy,
Valerie Sanchez.
Kelsa Sanchez,
Thomas Smith.
Lori Ann Edwards Murdoch,
Ana Maria Mabila Veliku.
Shantoy Shaw,
Sabrine Dugma.
Shadell Carter,
Moises Botex.
Kimberly Rivas,
Albert Taveras.
Stephanie Jalala,
Ariela Sinon.
Rihanna Mahabir,
Kasim Salisa.
Alexis Treyes,
Timothy Minolt.
Alona Roshina,
Fabian Cardona.
Bola Pushikava,
Joni Sosa.
Tatiana Shochik,
Patricia Campana.
Irina Morris,
Veronica Perulis.
Jose Cruz,
Genesis Corniel.
Robert Macias,
Nedeline Martinez.
John Peralta,
Luisa Martinez.
Jay Yuk O,
Angelica Gomez.
Jonathan Tan,
Alexandra Coutogno.
Rafael Lantigua,
Daniel Cabezas.
Alan Yao,
Jackson Tao.
Ashok Velat,
Deshaun Harrison.
Haifeng Wu,
Tiffany Maynard.
Dmitry Sinolinkov,
Wilisha Tucker.
Simon Santos,
RT Sinan.
Joseph Mazzella,
Michael Steifel.
Joseph Giardino,
Mark Mitchell.
Navia De Jesus,
Barbara Rutsuska.
Stephen Vargas,
Lorena Munoz.
Sohil Shah,
Sadria Dominguez.
Emily Chen,
Brian Santos.
Oswaldo Almazo,
Kadir Nicasio.
Irving Gonzalez,
Tashi String.
Veronica Melendez,
Brianna Tomlins.
Isaiah Feliciano,
Evelises Davila.
Omar Jenkins,
Dagmar Sesterova.
Victoria Gallego,
Nurleen Anwar.
Sean Green,
Sukuri Rahman.
Priscilla Perez,
Khadija Rahman,
Renuka Perso,
Marine Kogzi,
Mayla Espinosa,
Ivadet Lita,
Dario Ochoa,
Samantha McClintock,
Anthony Green,
Roxana Sahadeo,
Sheikh Athar,
Yasmin Mora,
Percy Acevedo,
Terry Singh,
Reina Morales,
Kayla Martin,
Lucy Velasquez,
Jaleesa Dukes,
Henry Salariaga,
Amanda Schwigmangal,
Adam Mitash,
Antonella Mantilla,
Zachary Leone,
Rebecca Velasquez,
Sulerna Perez,
Jessica Gonzalez,
Samantha Hasbun,
Jonathan Vasquez,
Erica Castilla,
Hugo Orellana,
Kastram Gonjabalach,
Jasmine Jefferson.
Harold Algabiali.
Mercedes Manso.
Punam Osa.
Jessica Inchautegi. Brooke
Nielsen.
Victoria Berg.
Samantha Christina Silva.
Sabrina Dennis.
Ho Nam Lo.
Priscilla Grizekic.
Joanne Tan.
Junior Clark.
Joseph Hines.
Doris Maldonado.
Kerline Dupree.
Isamar Castro.
Elaine Castillo.
Carolyn Diaz.
David Rodriguez.
Nancy Rodriguez.
Naisha Braithwaite.
Miriam Graham.
David Schildwalker.
Alicia Subrayan.
Daniel Pusillo.
Crystal Rodriguez.
Lori Dwyer.
Stephen Lisi.
Argenis Ramlagan.
Moises Quiñones.
Eliana Agudelo.
Pedro Perez.
Rosemary de la Cruz.
Araceles Cáceres.
Nimi Thomas.
Claudia Mendoza.
Victoria May.
Ellen Peden.
Malvina Metodieva.
Colleen Craig.
Natalia Delgado.
Amanda Florian.
Roma Awan.
Francesca Lovetro.
Van Tracy Lax.
Alexandra Polanco.
Whitney Henry.
Amanda Gomez.
Brittany Brown.
Gabriel Parente.
Lexus Medina.
Brittany Leahy.
Sean Wynn.
Michelle Mizakowski.
Juan Marquez.
Olga Sorokina.
Imani Haggett.
Anthony Maffa.
Anaris Guzman.
Jennifer Bartholomew.
Ariel Griffiths.
Cynthia Ortiz.
Ashley Nicole Brown.
Shanice Greaves.
Mishana Batiste.
April Clemente.
Brianna Bell.
Aaron Robert Frager.
Nathania Abraham.
Angel Leon.
Danielle Rouse.
Denmont Donadari.
Chanel Shillingford.
Talisha Hamilton.
Reseda Thomas.
Jorman Pellegrin.
Cynthia Colazzo.
Jiajun Huang.
Danielle Cabrera.
Mingho Wang.
Vanessa Morales.
Gayatri Bimo.
Christina Craig Delmash.
Eric Esquivel.
Stephanie Restituyo.
Rocio Maradigue.
Arena Seminario.
Stephanie Caceres.
Heber Concepcion.
Michael Bravo.
Anthony Gangemi.
Isabella Yagustin.
Angelica Puente Soto.
Maricel Zambrano.
Javier Quintero.
Connie Gurhilis.
Karina Martinez.
Arthur Morris.
Samuel Irizarry.
Luis Osorio.
Anissa Lal.
Keisha Karras.
Christopher Choi.
Yarosol Balbuena.
Mi Young Jang.
Antonia Grant.
Unso Kim.
Kathy Checo.
Giuseppe Petruso.
Hira Babar.
Jessica Molina.
Marky Bledsoe Grant.
Shayna Moore.
Jessica Barrios Vasquez.
Marco Moreno.
Christina Molina.
Jamila Jones.
Kevin Luongo.
Tanisha Hudson.
Ken Anvire.
Matthew Bata.
Rashawn Mobin.
Andrew Bata.
Brian Rodriguez.
Jimmy Point du Jour.
Richard Espino Barros.
Najim Sunday Lawal.
Victor Nilo.
Awa Ka.
Tina Pallad.
Thomas Mabry.
Amanda Cohen.
Jessica Roman.
Adam Baumel.
Jose Cabrera.
Nikki Gorib Diaz.
Alyssa Chiarelli. Alisa, excellent.
Kristen Pinello.
Fatima Vasquez.
Zolfi Demushi Husinovich.
Pedro Peralta.
Rosandra Martino.
Diario Richardson.
Stephanie Chang.
Ariane Leone.
Colin Sneidman.
Brian Monsanto.
Maria Guzman.
Alexander Rodriguez.
Fabian Vasconez.
Maria Ayachedu. Sorry.
Christian Vela.
Jonathan Richards.
Kathy Lee.
Alexandra Contreras.
Ali Fares.
Mina Adley.
Michael Guadalupe.
Ali Candil.
Melissa Singh.
Nicholas Calabro.
Emmett Kim.
Kenneth Lucent.
Jason Newman.
Kelsey Cintron.
Cynthia Mann.
Antonio Castelluccio.
Guan Lee.
Carla Veloz.
Pajiel Clark.
Natalie Serron.
Laren Ramos.
Shomara Rivera.
Yvonne Healy.
Javier Mejia.
Steve Valmir.
Sheila Gamboa.
Taylor Schleid.
Jorge Lopez.
Jay Hokama.
Abdullah Farouki.
Majid Aluminium.
Kasim Sheros.
Christos Almeida.
Isabel Vasquez.
Alexander Moeller.
Joan Montalvo Duming.
Basil Ahmad.
Debbie Doncel.
Kaher Ahmad.
Tenzin Dorji.
Carl Abelido.
Natasha Vasquez.
Alex Wong.
Fanny Vidal.
Kunga Yalmo.
Vanessa Cora Clerjun.
Tevin Brown.
Cherise Ashley.
Megan McCarthy.
Simone Bowen.
Alana Fechtig.
Kaishona Rivera.
Paloma Guzman.
Deandra Williams.
Angeline Dominguez.
Bully Joseph.
Catherine Polanco.
Kenneth Whedon.
Dorothy Durmandi.
Shelby Whedon.
Catherine Beguin.
Liliana Pucha.
Matthew Williams.
Stephanie Colon.
Clarissa Deshore.
Gina Mercado.
Diana Castaneda.
Antonia Hughes.
Eunice Adekoya.
Sharina Shelton.
Aru Shah.
Amber Worrell.
Flora Jiang.
Ashley Cho Kwang Sam.
Stephanie Feliciano.
Alexa Miller.
Robert Simpson.
Nathalie Toro.
Sedia Hook.
Sharice Marshall.
Iliane Filpo.
Kiana Edwards.
Lucas Guevara.
Kenny Gonzalez.
Jacqueline Baque.
Esther Aparicio.
Bismarck Martinez,
Chelsea Gonzalez,
Kimberlyn Nazamade Dean,
Janilsis Rodriguez,
Darianne De La Leon,
Tito Saavedra,
James Collins,
Matthew Nevola,
Abraham Perez,
Banabsha Rahman,
Chastity Melo,
Curly Orellana,
Jennifer Garcia,
Marilyn Alvarado,
Johnny Ramirez,
Judith Diamond,
Fabiana Santiago,
Samantha Bruger,
Gina Panatier,
Nicholas Scott Behar,
Lisa Yinas,
Heidi Palmer,
Marilena Deza, Cheyenne Brown,
David Mendoza,
Joey Snavely, Mitchell Saberman,
Shamin Aktara,
Jacqueline Jusino,
Taylor Sutherland,
Yevisa Dalavitare Castrati,
Winesta Shackleford,
LaShawn Craig,
Danae Harris,
Kimberly Jaron,
Regine Jean-Baptiste,
Kathleen Dominica Gomez,
Cheryl Lopez,
Vanessa Castro Mora,
David Jackson,
Leanne Gates,
Gloria Tapia,
Brunette Guerra,
Mary Cuestas,
Diana Muñoz,
Jessica Riera,
Kristen Fernandez,
Maduri Rahman,
Yasmin Gomez,
Saida Janat,
Pamela Rivadeneira,
Allison Courtney,
Alison Santiago,
Orabosa Omede,
Jasmine Donovan,
Nairobi Manzueta,
Tamana Hussein,
Elise Rosales,
Trisha Ramchert,
Christine Papadatos,
Alex Singh,
Johnson Lee,
Gabrielle Price,
Brian Burns,
Andre Bondrar,
Deha Mosley,
Evelyn Lynn,
Elia Chavez,
Hennessy Reyes Juarez,
Jocelyn Klinger,
Lisette Sinchi,
Destiny Guiti,
Geneva Subtil,
Susan Armstrong,
Chaneli Castillo,
Romina Scaturo,
Elodie Lara,
Maria Jorge,
Jordi Gerardos Frias,
Arisneda Jimenez,
Ariana Kippins,
Amafelin Hernandez,
Maritza Vallejos,
Stephanie Rengifio,
Sydney Smith,
Kayla Nelson,
Ada Gabriela Peralta,
Betty Lawrence,
Benyam Kefel,
Anna Montoya,
Eva Castillo,
Cameron Chase,
Sara Olivares,
Julio Delgado,
William Steckman,
Steve Forney,
Berleni Rodriguez,
Ingrid Deolio,
Lara McMahon,
Wen Ping Sheng,
Megan Molina,
Robert Bruno,
Ashley Ramanath,
Carolina Mendoza,
Meliton Vasquez,
Crystal Rodriguez,
Jane Warrington,
Ju Yun Kim,
Rachel Littman,
Francesca Jimenez,
Amanda Collazo,
Adriana Citron,
Natasha Slater,
Josephine Arias,
Yolanda Stain,
Keisha Domina,
Amanda Bernard,
Daisy Marrero,
Christina Nelson,
Leanne Ramirez,
Reina Johnson,
Elida Almaraz,
Lady Londoño,
Maricela Tendrio Bocanel,
Amanda Coughlin,
Lenny Duran.
Joseph Casar, Ramin Lecul Diaz,
Carolyn Maya Castillo.
Giselis Ramos,
Meoli Hernandez.
Lisbeth Mojica,
Samuel Tapia.
Paula Granda.
Paula Alexandra Gutierrez.
Maria Boudier.
Diana Lara.
Aya Hussein.
Jason Gutierrez.
Marianne Vascova.
Brian Rios.
Stephanie Chico.
Tanisha Morrison.
Catherine Vasquez.
Larry Buchanan.
Denicia Braun.
Patricia Cobar.
Karina Trejos.
Catherine Plasencia.
Amy Valencia.
Carla Jacobo.
Eileen Molina.
Vasily Lisov.
Kristen Trin.
Natalia Nazarova.
Frank Cabral.
Ksenia Makarova.
Whitney Racine.
Stephanie Barsayo.
Fernanda Pardo.
Liliana Valdez.
Jennifer Borja.
Tiesia Samuels.
Jessica Chavez.
Kenny Joseph.
Steven Rodriguez.
Takia Brooks.
Tanisha Bogle.
Nicole Roman.
Abigail Dawson.
Jonathan Silva.
Tiffany Parker.
Evelyn Ramirez.
Denise Williams.
Daniela Vidal.
Arlene Estrella.
Mamadou Uri Belabalde.
Ana Tiburcio.
Alexandra Solano.
Ivory Boyd.
Leah Link.
Kayla Emmanuel.
Gina DeFazio.
Adrian Reyes Gloss.
Sergo Custodio.
Brandon Figueroa.
Alexis Rice.
Amy Delgado.
Cynthia Class.
Valeria Romero.
Oscar Moran.
Crystal Rampersad.
Mad Rahman.
Saima Suhana.
Matthew Lockridge.
Anessa Rampersad.
Daniel Krondheim.
Dominique Chanza.
Melissa Pasqualini.
Natalie Medina.
Sarantha Marrero.
Diana Sanchez.
Antara Saha.
Nancy Pinos.
Raymond Diaz.
Nojmanova. Eva Numanova.
Monica Garcia.
Alma Aquino.
Ali Haxhajaj.
Jasmine Alvarez Besa.
Jennifer Froden.
Aneta Sagula.
Kim Svensson.
Rachel Abdan.
Nayeli Diaz-Paz.
Alma Huskich.
Nicole Diaz-Paz. Armando
Greta
Castro.
Pasek. Greta Pasek.
Michael Torres.
Destiny Davila.
Carmen Figueroa.
Daisy Malik.
Indira Cáceres Cordero.
Valentina Usma.
Jennifer Jacome.
Tiffany Bucheri.
Joykiana Lopez.
Tajna Forrest.
Jesus Gutierrez.
Xochitl Arisa.
Alejandra Contreras.
Yotam Bloom.
Cynthia Mary. Heidi Martinez.
Crystal Paulino.
Monica Carino.
Edward Soto.
Orlando Petrie.
Cassandra Charles.
Destiny Ramos.
Taylor Dietrich.
David Lenson.
Keith East.
Olivia Caban.
Iperi Jarishbeck.
Daniela Ortiz.
Yasmin Winston.
Ingrid Del Rosario.
Esteban Soto.
Cindy Palolero.
Emmy Segovia.
Danielle Gustav.
Delisa Guiti.
Jonathan Jean Baptiste.
Alexander Marrero.
Matthew Riley.
Rosie Ramirez.
Raheem Middleton.
Tracy Preville.
Abigail Gomez.
Karen Jimenez.
Natisha Hazel.
Albania Gomez.
Monique Clark.
Desiree Evangelista.
Colin Moretsky.
Jessica Gomez.
Claudia Colano.
Lisbeth Defoe.
Yanceli Pineda.
Chave Quinones.
Shayna Harris.
Moore Mizrahi.
Nigeria Tate.
Giselle Cruz.
Cheyenne King.
Catherine Rodriguez.
Jack Lopez.
Carolina Lopez.
Catherine Rodriguez.
John Linares.
Stephen Lafferty.
Jose Linares.
Jose Pereira.
Gina Kern.
Katie Taylor.
Tiffany Avila.
Michelle Taylor.
Ashley Birch.
Cecilia Astudio.
Helen Inez L. Acono.
Angie Vasquez.
Ikama Belabe.
Zakia Hines.
Sean Fortner.
Devin Ray Atienza.
Felipe Jose Gomez.
Isabel Guevara.
Jennifer Dionisio.
Paola Acosta.
Elisa Bora.
Janisha Martinez.
Jamie Rodriguez.
Jasmine Balmier.
Jairo Martinez.
Cassandra Mina.
Kelly Pacheco.
Fatima Rodriguez.
Nodira Piramakadova.
Kathleen Moreno.
Kathleen Bautista.
Elam Delgado.
Anthony Lewis.
Patrick Charlier.
Dimitricia Dawes.
Viorelis Mirabal.
Victoria Huste,
Inet Zapata.
Melissa Lynch,
Naji Al-Subai.
Delicia Chung,
Ulesi Oden.
Devin Diaz,
Angel Taveras.
Yahia Taveras,
Chloe Perdomo.
Sienna Diaz,
Sakina Benjamin.
Juan Rosario,
Kimberly Martinez.
Desmond Lee,
Karen Lopez.
Ana Novinguez,
Wilson Chango.
Norman Loria,
Kayla Salome.
Ashley Santiago,
Sushuntra Kopuna.
Johannes Cancel,
Rafael Silverio Alvarado.
Ann Miller,
Coridi Griffith.
Isata Sharif,
Christian Munoz.
Yadira Lisano,
Ansel Ramos.
Isaac Evern,
Cynthia Bates.
Antonella Bariani,
Deja Harris.
Sheila Franks,
Dwayne Carey.
Sierra Vasquez,
Damsel Osborne,
Ania Vasquez,
Nigel Grant,
Ambar Acosta,
Jennifer Nunez,
Janil Adams,
Ingrid Punter,
Cassandra Dixon,
Laura Alcantara,
Nakia Thomas,
Irina Malahovskaya,
Natasha Pelham Lacey,
Natasha Dixon Lee,
Aaron Negron,
Janoska Sarazin,
Mariela Campuzano,
Raylin Rosado,
Chatia Roster,
Yeshi Chodan,
Jessica Stefan,
Daniel Venuto,
Chiara Figuera Acevedo,
Alexandra Duma,
Kalia Aaron,
Evan Ginny,
Paula Robinson,
Bryce Vera,
Ramika Johnson,
Alexis Prasad,
Sun Young Choi,
Nikita Gayaram,
Francesca Grant,
Javon Henry,
Marissa Del Valle,
Prerna Gupta,
Carolina Kiedestierska,
Brielle Fiore,
Yasmin Romero,
Robert Donahue,
Gabriela Mungali Singh,
Diana Cove,
Tiffany Wong,
Alma Ali,
Raquel Maraj,
Gunjan Kishori,
Ana Guerrero,
Tanisha Hodge,
Tiffany Solorazano,
Ashley Narain,
Michelle Hackney,
Kinga Cruzina,
Ramisha Javed,
Nathaniel Aponte,
Binyaha Salis,
Alice Flores Fisher,
Michelle Valdez,
Sapphire Unique Lawson,
Giselle Valdez,
Jennifer Rodriguez,
Diamond Babs,
Vanessa Pena,
Omar De La Rosa,
Ashley Martinez,
Quadri Scott,
Jessica Melchiori,
Brian Headley,
Luisa Fernandez,
Brent Hopkins, Kamar Scott,
Wesley Sanchez,
Maximiliana Pacheco,
Naresha Passad,
Agatha Hendrickson,
Shivana Subir,
Sabrina Mancuso,
Isaman Khan,
Elizabeth Porciarzazo,
Nino Kistauri,
Shaquila Cole,
Nancy Amin,
Mariama So,
Siobhan Wheeler,
Leslie Brooks,
Miran Hamid,
Gilmis Mora,
Naima Switzer,
Martin Taveras,
Eneri Mendez,
Vincent Valentin,
Filane Batista,
Mirto Lamadou,
Stephanie Rodriguez,
Lucas Mercado,
Erica Frecon,
Elizabeth Jimenez,
Giselle Gael Muzak,
Karen Okwonko,
Raul Pedraza,
Shandia Scott,
Tiffany Wallace,
Teresa Figueroa,
Rashimi Lalbachan,
Christina Rosa,
Erin Gray,
Angeli April Lavila,
Lachmi Ramdehal,
Kosi Archrimi,
Zoila Barahona,
Dane Shillingford,
Olasa Ivanishin,
Raquel Martin,
Hemi Subervi,
Janari Guencre,
Sophia Jean,
Maria Soto,
Shristi Mitra,
Bukvar Digan,
Onu Akuzgu,
Elaine Hamilton,
Laura Piccolo,
Anthony Sexton,
Jennifer Quinteros,
Marine Ahmed,
Bridget Palacios,
Shakara Richardson.
Alinda Nikaj,
Epiphany Hines.
Jennifer Walsh,
Teresa Kane.
Martina Hutt,
Xing Chan.
Joseph Jacobson,
Emily Rivera.
Noel Sanchez,
Andrew Shadeo.
Jeff Maynard,
Mary Abdel Noor.
Drew Guerra,
Ana Costa.
Pablo Rojas,
Natalie Ramos.
Desiree Figueroa,
Daphne Senatus.
Kaibet Pegoro,
Cassandra Tirado.
Shushal Kumar Pandi.
Robert Grenier.
Monica Murillo.
Marilis Guerrero.
Tanusha Rosario.
Amarilda Shkoza.
Jeffrey White.
Nirupa Persad.
Adriana Sowards.
Alexandra Rosario.
Alura Casanova.
Mary Marsh.
Kahinde Oladell,
Dana Brown.
Jessica McFadden,
Janoy Livingston.
Michelle Martinez,
Tyrone Talbot.
Jamie Otero,
Jonathan Pena.
Jasmine Lewis,
William Huka.
Charlene Delgado,
Brian Carroll.
Stephanie Alvarez,
William Rodriguez.
Hina Alfaz,
Crystal Hu.
Valfrey Placencia,
Sandy Lee.
Andriana Riley,
Ilea Alexander.
Precious Smith,
Salisha Johnson.
Sabrina Samon and Yuri,
Kevin Aquino.
Tamika Malui,
Nicole Cuevas.
Dominique Mitchell,
Stephen Slack.
Rashana King.
Brittany Guillen.
Shanique Houseland.
Tianyi Ma.
Lynette Gonzalez.
Minling Chen.
Julio Norales.
Destiny Rosario.
Jenna Michelle Milton.
Chanel Carrera.
Alejandra Camacho.
Destiny Colon.
Elizabeth de la Cruz.
Brittany Bochecchio.
Carlini Rosario.
Chanel Graham.
Andrew Quejano.
Aisha Hakim.
Misael Cornelio.
Araceli Patricia Cruz.
Isiderbi Leonardo.
Jessica Cordova.
Diana Farfan.
Colby Lewis.
Ijoma Okpahu.
Michelle Chemlev.
Diane Williams.
Milton Vargas.
Dorji Wandi.
Richard Felipe.
Valentina Aitbakieva.
Danny Torres.
Biani Mercedes Ovalles Tineo.
Clyde Fitzroy Alsop.
Alisa Dirth.
Albert Albanese.
Stephanie de la Cruz.
Jose Chavez.
Latanya Buckham.
Sabrine Harb.
Kristen Torres.
Maurice Hardison.
Stephen Lalaine.
Rachel Hill.
Donald Acosta.
Lisbeth Soto.
Tiffany Johnson.
Casey Rudder.
Hisu Jung.
Samantha Hansen.
Juliana Shatara.
Iblacio Sanchez.
Ariana Gargulio.
Mohammed Aburak.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Devin Dawkins.
Maria Pipitoni.
Parrish Maynard.
Shooting Jen.
Umar Ali.
Widad Al Makloufi.
Jacques Alfred,
Shanice Bennett.
Esmeralda Reyes,
Luther Donaldson.
Dimitri Kosoy,
Kinza Aziz.
Demira Pupovich,
Ashley Vascones.
Sarah Duzan,
Samantha Panny.
Hillary Fink,
Diana Vasquez.
Amanda Donahue,
Cassandra Cisneros.
Nina Cervini,
Kevin McLeod.
Olivia Roach, I need your card.
Robert Henderson.
Rosemary Rodriguez,
Jana Ildefonso.
David Castillo,
Maciel Valdez.
Basman Adusi,
Nicole Ortiz.
Michael Quinones,
Aaron Fortin.
Marilis Gill,
Tyreek Moses.
Laneri Mercedes,
Megan Santos.
Justin Ramos,
Gloria Rosario.
Frank Ono,
Richard Delahanty.
Stephanie Garcia,
Emily Dominguez.
Janelle Ferguson,
Samin Yassar.
Denisha Velasquez,
Sung Lee.
Sutapa Katari,
Natalie Venegas.
Betty Yee,
Jessica Alberto.
Linda Wu, Sanela Kovacevic, Jasmine Velasquez, Louis Devers, Clarissa Perez, Sarah Hertel, Erica Walker, Salma Abdu, Angeline Martinez, Darcy Barrias, Samin Jalil, Omar Reed, Marlene Ruiz, Janai Pelot, Nikita Mullings, Kemi Adelson-Laro, Nazreen Tumpa,
Ruben Farrell, Trisha Brizard, Marisol Losada, Azucena Merin, Gabriela Alfred, Casey Ovando, Jennifer Nunez, Tanisha Tatum, Cheyenne Glasgow, Terefe Richards, Jaidina Amakar, Courtney Bramulia, Reneke Goudier, Regina Dawson, Jennifer Maldonado, Boris Afanu, Jacinda Gonzalez, Rita Rivers, Kamisha Reed, Isha Negrin, Jonathan Cosme, Mr. Bloodhound.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and applaud the class of 2016 and remain standing for our national anthem sung by Professor Gregory Shepard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Greetings all, and welcome to John Jay's class of 2016. I'm proud to join President Travis and so many friends of the City University of New York to offer heartfelt congratulations to our graduates. On behalf of CUNY, I want to extend deep congratulations to today's honorary degree recipients also, the courageous writer, performer, and activist Eve Ensler, and the distinguished scholar of gender and race, Kimberly Crenshaw. It's fitting that you have chosen to honor these women, both of whom have done so much to advance social justice here and abroad. I know of no institution with a stronger commitment to social justice than John Jay College, and it's reflected in all that you do. To the class of 2016, whatever path you choose, CUNY will long remember all that you have accomplished here. We expect great things from you. Congratulations and Godspeed.
As John Jay CUNY graduates, you're part of a tradition of access and excellence. You're graduates of an institution that has made college a reality for the children of immigrants, working class New Yorkers, and others seeking access to higher education. Many of you have faced challenges along the way, but today you sit here in your caps and gowns, celebrating your extraordinary achievements. You're ready for new challenges and new achievements ahead.
On behalf of your professors, I wish you a life well lived, a life of doing good. Through such a life, you will be repaying your debt to John Jay. Every day that you contribute your knowledge and experience to society, every day that you raise your children to value and embrace learning, every day that you live just and good lives, every day that you tell your John Jay story, you ensure that the future of our college is strong and great.
I found my purpose of life after becoming part of this great college community. That is what college is about. It molds us, unites us, and creates us into a person we were unaware about a couple of years ago.
Congratulations! You are about to become an alumnus of John Jay College. Welcome to a community of almost 60,000 alumni who are making a difference as fierce advocates for justice. We want you to share our vision to inspire all alumni to share a lifelong commitment, pride, and passion for John Jay, and stay connected through LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and our alumni newsletter. And why don't you check out our website for great events with your peers? We take great pride in your accomplishments, so stay in touch.
Continue learning and enjoy it. Continúen aprendiendo y disfrútenla. Estaremos apoyándoles desde aquí. We'll be rooting for you from here.
I'm the Chief Academic Officer of the college, and because I am a very ancient adult, I have, of course, a word of advice for you. And my word of advice is to find the joy in everything you do, and if you cannot find the joy, please find the humor. Every situation, no matter how bad, there's something to laugh at, and you'll feel much better if you find that something and have a good laugh. So that's what I wish for you, plenty of good laughs in the years to come.
From all of us here at MBJ Food Services, we'd like to say to the graduating class of 2016,
Congratulations!
Hello, graduating class of 2016. This is Erica Mariano from Facilities Management. Just want to wish you all a huge congratulations and good luck on your future endeavors on behalf of Facilities.
Go forth, John Jay graduates, and continue to make us proud. And along the way, please remember what Nelson Mandela once said. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. You have been given that weapon here.
You did it. Celebrate and go out there every day and be a fierce advocate for justice.
A few words of wisdom from the great Dr. Seuss. Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, Bloodhounds.
Congratulations and job well done.
Congratulations, class of 2016.
Buena suerte y enhorabuena de nuevo.
Congratulations.
Carpe diem, seize the day. It's yours.
Congratulations!
Please welcome the president of John Jay College of Criminal Justice, Jeremy Travis.
So good afternoon, everyone. What do you think? Is this a good-looking class or what? I mean, this is a fabulous group of students. So on behalf of Chancellor Milliken and our colleagues at CUNY and the faculty and staff and alumni at John Jay, I want to welcome all of you, our students, the graduating class, all of the family members who are here today to this 51st commencement in the history of this magnificent institution called John Jay. We have many people on the dais. Many of them you'll know, they're your professors, but we have some special guests I want to introduce. Every year we invite alumni back to a commencement, people who are here, we call them the founding generation in the early years of the college. I'm going to read out their names and ask them to stand up, and you'll just give them a round of applause at the end. Richard Gallo, John Grimes, Robert Hogan, Rodney Benson, Roger Johnson, and Elsbeth Riemann. Please welcome them, our founding generation. So what this means is that in 40 years you're coming back, right? Right? You come back and you'll be on the stage at Madison Square Garden. So we're streaming this event worldwide. So we want to just acknowledge that there are people, family members and friends and alumni all around the world watching your commencement. And for all of them and all of you, I have a very simple message. Get ready, world. Here comes the class of John Jay 2016. You guys are terrific. So one of the things that we like to do is just to acknowledge that the life that you've led has prepared you for what you're about to undertake, because you've faced lots of challenges, lots of struggles, and you've persevered, and you are now graduating from John Jay. So one of the things that we do is just to take sort of the profile of the graduating class, those of you sitting here today. So I'm going to call out some questions, and when you hear a question, if the answer is yes, stand up, and then sit down. And then I'll call out another question. Then you'll stand up or sit down, okay? Fairly simple. So who among the graduates here is first in your family or in the first generation in your family to graduate from college? Stand up. So what you're doing today, okay, you can sit down. What you're doing today that you know so well and so intensively is you're carrying on your shoulders the hopes and dreams of your families by doing what you're doing today. So let's try another question. How many of you, and stand up, were born in another country? Just stand up. So, okay, stay standing, stay standing. So what you recognize by being here is that your family literally has been on a journey, and that you are part of a larger American experience of waves of immigration, and part of the CUNY experience of our university being the escalator for immigrant families to get a good education. Stay standing. How many of you, even if you weren't born in another country, come from a family where a language other than English is spoken? Please also stand. So just look at the diversity of national backgrounds, language abilities. I want the employers of America to come and look at you, because you are the future of the workforce of our country. Okay, sit down. So we also want to recognize that some of you are taking on multiple obligations. So would you stand if you're caring for a child? Okay, there we go. Stand up. Love to see the guys standing. Stay standing. And if you're caring for a family member, an elderly relative, who you're also paying attention to as part of your obligation in the family, please also stand as well. So we salute you for your dedication to others and your concern about the intergenerational justice, we'll call it. So now you can sit down. So let's do a couple more things. If you have been working part-time while in college, stand. Okay. If you've been working full-time while in college, stand. So once again, I say to the employers of New York and America, here's a workforce that's ready to work. Okay, sit down. We also want to recognize that there are some individuals in the graduating class of 2016 who have performed extraordinary service. So would those members of who have served in the military, our veterans, please stand for a special recognition. Thank you very much. So you also recognize, because you're part of the John Jay family, that not only are you graduating from college today, you're graduating from a very special college, from John Jay. And there's, you hear that? That's the class of 2035 or something like that. You're graduating from the only institution of higher learning in the world that is dedicated to educating for justice. This makes you special. This makes your experience at college special. It means that you came to John Jay because you wanted to change the world. And we hope that we've given you some tools and some inspiration and some frameworks to think about what it means to be a fierce advocate for justice. So my personal hope for you, I think I express this on behalf of our larger community, is that you remember what's distinctive about this institution. And that when you are a John Jay alumni, which you'll be in about an hour or so, and when we actually do the official thing, and you go forth into the world, you carry not just the name, which has a lot of name recognition, but you carry that commitment, that passion, that sense that we are about the work of justice. So what we want to do now is, some of you may know this, a couple of years ago we started what is now a tradition. And it goes something like this. It's the selfie moment. So you were probably told to shut off your smartphones when you came in, or a vibrator, put them on vibrate. I'm going to disregard all of that. If they're turned off, turn them on. Get ready to take a selfie. If you're a generous person, you'll take a picture of someone in addition to just yourself, like someone next to you. I'm going to do the same. Sarah is here to help me. If you follow me on Twitter, you know what she does with us. And were we trending this morning? Yes. We were trending this morning. Can you do it again? Can we make this happen? Yes? Okay. You got the hashtag JJC grad? Is everyone loaded, ready to go? Okay. Here we go. Selfie time. And everybody else, family? Come on. Family, come on. Didn't you teach your parents anything? Come on, get your phones out. Faculty, ready to go? Okay, Dean Byrne is ready. Yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're ready. Okay, here we go. One, two, three. Selfie time. Thank you. So we have to do a couple other things that are really important. Okay, we settled down from the selfie thing. So there are a number of people who are important to you, who have been part of your journey here, your success here. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to stand, turn around, and say thank you to your parents, family members, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents. Stand up and just yell out thank you. Okay. I would also like you to, okay, you'll see them soon, it's okay. Also, just to recognize, and your reaction to the video shows how you appreciate the staff who work on our campus, the facility staff, public safety, people in academic advisement, the people in Club Row, the administrators, maybe even the vice presidents and presidents, but just a round of applause for the staff at the college who have helped you through your journey. And finally, you're graduating from a premier academic institution. You have been fortunate to have had some of the best professors in the world in your discipline. People have worked with you, nurtured you, challenged you. The faculty at John Jay are simply phenomenal, world-class, and you've been the beneficiaries of their commitment to you. And I'd like them to stand on the dais just to ask you to thank them for the guidance that they provided you over the past 4 years. Pretty good group, huh? So we have, speaking of faculty, we're an academic institution, we're always teaching, so we have one more lesson for you, and it will help you understand something about this ceremony. So to provide this lesson, we're going to invite Professor Aida Martinez-Gomez to come up and help, that's her cheering section, and ask her to teach this lesson. There she is.
Hello, class of 2016. It was fun to get dressed up today, wasn't it? Up here on stage, your professors love getting into their regalia. It may look like something out of a Harry Potter movie, but the fact is that everyone here has worked incredibly hard for the privilege of wearing those special gowns, bonnets, mortarboards, and hoods. And why do university faculty members dress up this way? Well, centuries ago, university faculty were drawn mainly from the monasteries. So you are now dressed in the garb of a medieval monk. A variety of colors signify and identify each school and the degree of the wearer. For instance, Professor Kaplovitz is a graduate from New York University. And Professor Byrne is from Howard University. You, John Jay students, are wearing blue and gold, which are the original John Jay colors. The inside represents the colors of the college, while the velvet represents your discipline. The chevrons on the sleeves represent the level of degree. 1 stripe for bachelors, 2 for masters, 3 for PhDs, and 4 for presidents. And finally, we have the mace. Not the mace you carry in your bag, but just as powerful. It represents the authority by which the state grants degrees. The John Jay Mace was created by a student in 1968, and today, the honored role of bearing it at commencement is being filled by our Grand Marshal, Professor Blanche Wiesen-Cook.
My gown is from Johns Hopkins University. That's why I go, because it was the first graduate school. Do you want to say that? You're not allowed to? Can I say it?
You want to?
I just want to say that my gown, which is gold, is from Johns Hopkins University because it was the first university. Thank you.
So we have a surprise for you. In a few moments, not right now, but in a few moments, we're going to have a special guest who's coming to us. You'll be honored to have him speak to you. So I'll keep you guessing for a bit. But first, I'd like to introduce our Vice President for Student Affairs, the one and only Lynette Cook-Francis.
Graduates, I love to hear stories about your experiences since you first came to John Jay, when you looked like this. Do you remember that? Yeah, I do. My, how you have changed and grown and learned, tripped and gotten back up. Over the past few years, you've told us a lot of your favorite stories, and I'd like to share some of them with you today. If you hear your name or a name of your friend or colleague, don't forget about yelling out their names. Don't hesitate. So one common theme that we hear all the time is about how much you love and cherish your professors. Yes? And that's because they're great, right? And how much you learn in your classes. One of my favorite stories comes from Erica Claffin. Erica, Got some love. She's a cell and molecular biology major graduating today. And she laughs when she talks about spending a day in Central Park with her professor, Angelique Korthels. They're digging up different bones and remains in their bunny suits and their boots and their goggles for their class in forensic anthropology. Only later did she learn, though, that Professor Korthels had buried those bones that very morning in Central Park. But of course, college is more than classes and research and books. It's also a place where we find lifelong relationships. That's the case with our Student Vets Association. Any of you in the Vets Association? Let me hear you. Oh, come on now. And Omar Jennings, one of our graduates, told us about the friendship and lifelong relationships that all of the vets have created here at John Jay with their fellow warriors. We always say that John Jay students are fierce advocates for justice. And part of this is their extraordinary commitment to service. What better example can there be than the students from the Center for Community Outreach and Service Learning, or as we love to call them, COSL. Some of the graduates here today during their junior year and during spring break, rather than going and seeking the typical delights of spring break, traveled to New Orleans to help rebuild the house of a mother and her autistic child after the damage caused by Katrina. That's terrific. That's called an alternate spring break. But finally, many of your stories are about your own gritty determination. For instance, Catherine Edwards got her GED in 1991. She says, "It took me 20 years to get to college," but she first went to community college, and then working full-time and being a full-time student, she's here today graduating with honors. Congratulations, Catherine. As you can tell from all of these stories, we are a family, literally as well as figuratively. In fact, 9 pairs of siblings are graduating together today. It's a family affair, and 2 sets of twins. I know. Bloodhounds, we're gonna stay a family, even after you've moved your tassels to the other side. Remember, no matter where life takes you, you are always bloodhounds, and we are always here to embrace you. Congratulations, bloodhounds.
Hello, graduates. Oh, almost graduates. Okay. I'm here to tell you about the Commencement and Departmental Awards, our highest academic and service honors for John Jay students. They were presented at a separate ceremony on May 16th. The honorees and their awards are listed in your program. I invite these distinguished graduates now to stand up so that your fellow graduates and everyone on the stage and your families can applaud you. Please stand. During that ceremony, the valedictorian was among those recognized, and the valedictorian is the person in the graduating class with the highest GPA, and he this year is accorded the special honor of being chosen as the valedictorian. And I now would like to invite our 2016 valedictorian, Alban Lapise, to address his fellow graduates. Alban?
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, family, friends, faculty, and administrators. The education we've obtained at John Jay College of Criminal Justice has given us the foundation to become leaders. It has made many of us aware of the various forms of justice that exist. Although our interpretation of justice and the type of justice we seek may be different, we must not emphasize our differences, but remind ourselves of the extraordinary achievements we as Americans together have accomplished. We must not let our passions be driven by fear and/or hate. Our passions should be driven by logic and reason, based on our experiences and knowledge. We must do all we can to avoid passions driven by fear and/or hate, because that will destroy our common bonds. Unfortunately, our nation has experienced this once before. The result was the American Civil War. Since the conclusion of the Civil War, our nation has made tremendous progress in all facets of life, including equality and opportunity. We must preserve that progress as well as respect and take into consideration the opinions of fellow Americans. As a united country, we are able to accomplish more than when divided. Unity will be important as the issue confronting our world continue to change and vary in scope. Our nation will continue to be called upon to offer tangible solutions, actionable recommendations, and be viewed as a model for the free world. The International Criminal Justice major has raised my level of awareness regarding the various complex issues that our world faces. Therefore, as a people in the nation, we must stay united as we face today's challenges and tomorrow's issues as they arise. If we continue on our present path of division, we will not be able to provide effective leadership and accomplish our objectives. In 1858, Abraham Lincoln concisely stated, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." Hence, it is imperative that we, as the 2016 graduates of John Jay College of Criminal Justice, seek to encourage the rest of the nation to adopt a perspective of unity and not division. Former President of Costa Rica, Jose Figueres Ferrer, once said, "Without peace, there is no democracy. Without justice, there is no peace. Without liberty, there is no justice, and without solidarity, there is no liberty." Now I tell you, if we cherish liberty and desire justice, we must remain united to achieve the progress we seek. With those words, I would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2016, and I would also like to thank all who made this moment possible, especially my family, who have always believed in me and helped me to be where I am today. Once again, thank you. Congratulations, guys, 2016. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
So I promised a surprise for your commencement ceremony, and it's a great honor for me and a personal privilege for me to introduce to you a speaker who you probably know if you watch television and care about. No, Obama's not here, sorry. Anybody here from Brooklyn? So if you're here from Brooklyn, then you care about the political trajectory of this person who wants to share some thoughts with you. Senator Chuck Schumer, a man from Brooklyn who rose through the ranks of the Assembly, then onto Congress, then onto the United States Senate, where he is now the senior senator from our state, and depending on what happens in November, might even be majority leader of the Senate, and fighting for our state and for our educational system and for innovation in technology and a strong economy. There's no better advocate for us, for CUNY, for the state, and for the communities of our city. So we're really fortunate that he's asked for a moment to talk to you, to wish you well, to share some words of wisdom. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Chuck Schumer, Senator from New York State.
Thank you, President Travis. It's great to be here. First, it's true, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm the first senator from Brooklyn in 180 years. And I have another little secret for you. Guess who worked for me for 5 years and did an amazingly good job? He worked on my staff. President Travis. And as good a job as he did there, he's done an even better job. He and the faculty and the staff, all the way down to the people who keep the place clean late at night, have made John Jay one of the best institutions of higher learning, not just in New York, but in our country. So job well done, President Travis. Now, I'd like to announce my class gift. I have a gift for you. Yeah. You know, it's hard to pay for college. If you're poor, the federal government helps you out. That's a good thing. But what about the middle class? So, a few years ago, I wrote a law that said you or your families, whoever paid for college or graduate school, can take as a full tax credit $2,500 off your federal taxes for each year of college to help defray the cost of tuition, provided, in Washington there's always a provided your family income is below $200,000 a year. So, for those of you who come from families who make below $200,000, make sure you or your family, whoever paid for college, takes that tax credit. It's relatively new. So last year, about a quarter of all the people who are entitled to take it didn't. If you happen to have forgotten or your mom or dad happened to forget, you can file a simple form with the IRS and get up to 3 years back. You could get a check in the mail for $7,500. Not a bad class gift. Now, what happens if you come from a family that makes above $200,000 a year? God bless you. Now I have another class gift, another one. President Travis informed me this ceremony's running a little late. It's a long evening. You all want to be with your families. Well, I wrote this nice speech. Here's my second class gift. To the class of 2016, John Jay, congratulations.
I love it. So one of the traditions at our commencement is that every year the faculty of John Jay nominate an individual, actually two individuals, one for the morning and one for the afternoon commencement, to receive an honorary doctorate. These individuals, when they receive this doctorate, become members of the class of 2016. The faculty have always chosen people of great stature in our country, great scholars, great civic leaders, artists, poets, lawyers, judges, people who have also, consistent with our mission at John Jay, been advocates for justice and for improving our society in some way, people that we look up to, people that we think are delivering an important message to our country and that we want to bring to John Jay and to honor them for their work. If you look into your program, you'll see there's a long list of individuals who have received honorary doctorates from John Jay, and it's a tribute to our faculty and their selection process that they are all exceptional. So today, you will have a new member of your class who will, in a moment, receive an honorary degree. Her name is Eve Ensler, and we have prepared a video so that you'll get to understand why she's getting this honorary doctorate and get to know her a bit better before she comes up. So please watch the video.
It has stood for victory, and later for peace. And then it came to stand for something else. Something unspeakable, still nearly taboo in the 1990s, thanks to a playwright and performer named Eve Ensler.
Are there any vaginas in the house?
The epidemic of violence towards women is shocking, it's global, it is so profound and it is so devastating and is so in every little pocket of every little crater of every little society that we don't even recognize it because it's become ordinary.
In 1996, growing out of her intimate conversations with more than 200 women, Eve felt compelled to refine and shape them into one coherent whole. A play called The Vagina Monologues.
Women love to talk about their vaginas. They do. They really do. Mainly because no one's ever asked them before.
The play brought violence against women and girls front and center in a way that had never happened before, launching Eve onto the international stage.
After every performance, women would literally line up to talk to me. And what they were talking about was the fact, usually, that they had been raped or battered or incested.
From Eve's experience performing the monologues around the world, she found the courage to create V-Day.
But the Congo was where the systematic rape, torture, and destruction of women and girls was being employed as a military corporate tactic to secure minerals. But I found something else here as well. Inside these stories of unspeakable violence inside the women was a determination and life force I had never witnessed. And so they conceived of a place called City of Joy. It would be their sanctuary, it would be a place of safety, of healing, of gathering strength, a place where they would rise as revolutionary leaders.
Eve Ensler realizes that gender justice is transformative and connected to civil rights, poverty, war.
V-Day has been unstoppable, blossoming into 1 Billion Rising, a massive global campaign emboldening women and men to strike, dance, and rise against violence. It is the biggest mass action campaign to end violence against women in human history. Back in the U.S., Eve entered the criminal justice system, literally, with a series of writing workshops at the correctional facility in Bedford Hills, New York. Most of the women in her program had been convicted of murder.
What I'd like to do today, how many people, has everybody done it, the writing exercise? I don't have mine. Well, you're going to do yours.
I have never really been on the other side of it, where I interviewed and spent time with people who perpetrated violent crimes. It's completely changed my notions of perpetrator and victim.
I killed a 71-year-old man, a man who could not truly harm me, a man who in 1 minute saw and received all my anger.
Eve again called on the nation's top performers to interpret and give expression to the inmates' words.
And for the rest of my life, that truth will haunt me.
When my father raped me and beat me, it wasn't my fault. I didn't ask him to do it. I didn't invite him to do it. And nothing about me made him do it. That was his decision. So every year we ask people, this moment in the show, to please stand up if they have ever been raped or beaten or violated, and break the silence, break the shame, and be part of the community so you can be known and loved and held here. So please, I ask you to stand up if that's ever happened to you.
As women stand up the world over, we can thank the art, activism, and exuberant life force that is Eve Ensler for celebrating women and the strength and joy that can connect a single body to the world.
It is now my honor and privilege to confer an honorary degree upon Eve Ensler. Provost Bowers will hood Miss Ensler, and you'll see what that looks like in a second, who will be escorted to the podium by Karen Beatty, our professor who nominated Miss Ensler. So please bring her to the podium, Professor Beatty. Thank you. You got your script?
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. President?
Right into the mic.
Mr. President, it is my privilege and honor to present to you and to this magnificent assembly
the wonderful Eve Ensler.
Ms. Ensler, your critical thinking, your gifts as a writer, your activism, your relentless focus on issues of gender justice here and around the globe have helped to make our world a richer, more vibrant, and more just place. And for these reasons, John Jay College of Criminal Justice is honored to confer upon you, Eve Ensler, the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations. Great. So we're going to take a picture right up here with the photographer, Jane. Okay. I present to you Eve Ensler.
Thank you, President Travis, members of the faculty, staff, administrators, honored guests, families and friends, and of course, the amazing class of 2016. Hugest congratulations. I'm honored and humbled to receive this doctorate of letters from John Jay School of Criminal Justice. I admire and deeply, deeply respect this school. I cannot believe there is such a place that devotes itself to the issues of justice. I feel honored to receive a degree from here. I want to thank Karen Beatty for bringing me forward and for her lifelong, steadfast commitment to social justice. And I want to honor my sister, Kimberly Crenshaw, who got the doctorate this morning. She's not only one of my dearest friends, but she is my revolutionary partner in many actions and many radical designs and creative events. And I have to say, she's one of the smartest people I've ever known. She has taught me, she has educated me, she's transformed my consciousness, and she has really led me to the crucial intersection where we all are joined. I just have to say, this is an incredible time to be graduating, a time of anarchy and madness and incredible injustice, and a time of potential and profound transformation. A time of the worst of this country in the form of Donald Trump and a central collapse. And a collapse of values and morality, and a time of burgeoning radical movements like Black Lives Matter and Say Her Name, rising with vision and fire. I believe we are here today in the late stages of the time of domination. The domination of men over women, whites over people of color, old immigrants over new immigrants, straight folks over gay, queer, lesbian, bi, and trans folks, humans over our Mother Earth, rich people over poor people, the military empire of this country over the entire world, corporations over people, overpaid bosses over workers, abled over disabled. We are sick and exhausted from the poisonous methods of domination, rape, slavery, non-contractual labor, police killings, drones, extraction, fracking, private assassinations, mass surveillance, mass incarceration, pay inequity, bullying, exclusion, and hate. But a new wind is blowing. A new energy rising from surprising directions and quarters. And you are the carriers of this wind, the makers of the wind. You are, in fact, the wind itself. I have thought long and hard about domination every day of my life. It's inseparable from injustice. I've thought of it as I first lived under the tyrannical and abusive father. Thought of it as I traveled the world for 20 years standing with women fighting to end violence and rape against their bodies, vaginas, and land. Thought of it as I sat for years with women inmates at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility who were bravely digging down to the roots of their crimes and the horrible beginnings that brought them there. I thought of it for the last 10 years in the Congo, working with women raped for mineral trade, transforming their pain to power. Thought of it as I was honored to rise and dance over these last 4 years across the planet with LUMADs, indigenous women in the Philippines, to thousands of domestic workers in Hong Kong, to women throughout the U.S. rising against sex trafficking, police killings, rape, incest, and college assaults. The opposite of domination is not altruism or charity or tolerance. The opposite of domination is solidarity. It's a word we use a lot, but I wonder if we really know what it means. Solidarity is a state of being of the highest order and one of the most difficult to attain. It requires vulnerability and compassion, the disappearance of the self and the spiritual enlargement of the self. When to speak and when to listen, when to lead, when to serve. It's an artistic aspiration, a spiritual and political practice. It's an understanding, and I say this to you all with hugest heart. All of our struggles are connected. There is no hierarchy of pain. We cannot live in silos. We must join race, gender, class, our love of the earth, our connection to each other's sexuality, and make it one huge story that is interconnected. It's an artistic aspiration, finding every human you meet inside yourself without robbing them of agency, feeling another's pain without usurping their struggle. It's a falling in love, a melting, a getting lost, a giving in. Solidarity is radical, it's sacred, it's holy, it's freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from insecurity, loneliness, and self-hatred. Graduates of 216, I used to feel really bad that we had left your generation with such a mess. But I changed my mind. Now I think you must be the chosen ones, the brave ones, the wild ones, the visionaries, the badass ones who were meant to come at this time. And you will be the ones to transform this time of domination and cruelty and carefully, intensely, artistically weave the bigger story of solidarity and love. So, here's my advice. Live in your bodies. Disrupt everything that excludes, hates, or denies. Quit whining. Speak the truth and give platform to all those stories that have not been told and to people who do not have access to platforms. Choose integrity over celebrity. The richness of struggle over material wealth, the presence of tenderness, touch, and flesh over a Twitter or a like. And live like artists, whatever you do. Just a little bit more mad, more determined, more disruptive, creative, dangerous, ready, more outrageous, and certainly more alive. I love you. Go rock the world!
Thank you.
Graduates, my name is Jonah Evans, and I take people's portraits. In our project, Dear World, we ask you to share one message to someone or about something that you care about. But it's a little bit different because we ask you to share that message on your skin. We've had the opportunity to travel the world, from New Orleans to Nepal, from Boston to Breezy Point, taking portraits of the people that we meet and listening to their stories. Last month, we had the great honor to meet many of you and to listen to your stories, and we were inspired. We heard your stories of love and of loss, of struggle and of hope. Stories like Moises, who never thought college was for him. He was running with the wrong crowd until a high school teacher told Moises to meet her for breakfast. But instead, she walked him right into the college admissions office. Sacrifice now, she said, and reap the rewards later. She's here today. We see you, Charisse. Shantice. You're a reminder that none of us get to this stage alone. We heard stories like Gael, who lost everything when her house collapsed in the Haitian earthquake of 2010. She arrived in New York with little but the dreams and support of her mother. I found my voice at John Jay, she says, and is now an advocate for new immigrants and refugees. Stories like Lillian, who thought her own dreams of education would stay on hold as she raised and cared for her 3 young children. Instead, she began to hang their school achievements on a wall in their home. Honor roll certificates, kindergarten graduation photos. One day, her eldest son, Brandon, was looking at the wall and he said, "You don't go to school anymore, right, Mommy? Mommies don't go to school." It was a wake-up call that hit her in the gut. She wanted her kids to know that working parents can get an education, and she entered John Jay to lead by example. Balancing family and school wasn't easy. There were long nights, overwhelming days, and less sleep than she thought was possible. But right now, there's a diploma-sized hole on that wall, and it's waiting for her to come home tonight. These are the stories inside each and every one of us, stories that are just bursting to be told. And in this moment, as one chapter in your life is ending, but before the next chapter begins, we salute you. We salute those who carried you here. We salute the dreams you carry in your hearts. These portraits are our tributes to your success. The future is yours to take. The story is yours to make. We can't wait to see where you'll go. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Jonah, and thank all of you for participating in the Dear World project this past semester. So, this is the moment you've been waiting for. The actual official conferring of your degrees, the degrees you've worked so hard to achieve. So Provost Bowers is going to assist me in conferring graduate and undergraduate degrees and certificates. Provost Bowers.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, and Master of Arts please rise?
Oh.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you these candidates for master's degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by law, on recommendation of faculty, in accordance with the actions of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Public Administration, or Master of Science, or Master of Arts, with all of the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereto pertaining. Graduate degree recipients may now pass the mortarboard tassel from the right to the left, which signifies that your degree has been conferred. Congratulations. So you guys sit down, okay? Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and certificates please rise? Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you these candidates for bachelor's degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by law, on the recommendation of the faculty, in accordance with the action of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and certificates with all of the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereto pertaining. Baccalaureate and certificate recipients may now pass your mortar tassels from the right to the left, which signifies your degree has been completed. So stay standing. Would the master's degree recipients please stand also? So you are now all officially alumni of John Jay College of Criminal Justice. So as our ceremony comes to a close, let me just remind everybody, students and family, to let the dais party leave first so that we can exit the venue and then see you outside. And now, I'm pleased to present a final salute to the class of 2016.